eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Hornets would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And checking out Charlotte, they're placing themselves right among the league's top teams here in the early start. It doesn't look to me like they're in any danger of getting off to a slow start.
Now, as long as they can avoid injuries, I don't see any reason why they can't be a top team this year.
And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And everyone knows that the Knicks have been committed to the triangle offense. Not the easiest offense to run or learn, Greg Anthony, but they are staying with it.
And I think for the foreseeable future, that is going to be the plan. I mean, their roster can work with it, but it hasn't been easy thus far. You wonder if the offense has simply fallen out of favor due to the up-tempo nature of the modern NBA.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Zeller is out there with Williams, and it's Walker in at the point. Now here's Porzingis following the miss by Kemba Walker. Lee dishes to Rose. He feeds it to Anthony. Right block shot, and the jumper is on the mark. Anthony's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Knicks.
Oh, that's just great offensive skill, consistently helping his teammates generate points.
Picked by Zeller. Walker with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And Walker kicks to Williams. Three-pointer. That shot off, so New York will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
And they pushed the action, forced the defense to try to react in ways that just simply couldn't.
And last season, Chris, for Kid Gilchrist, mostly a lost one due to all the injuries he endured.
Kev, I can tell you personally, it is so frustrating to work so hard to get back to the game, only to have it taken away from a re-injury. MKG was playing fantastic ball before his shoulder troubled him again as well. Hard to replace the impact he has on the floor, as he is such a unique player.
There's Rose with the three. The Hornets pull it in. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
Here's Rose. Kemba Walker making his last shot. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Anthony against Kid Gilchrist. 5 on the clock. Porzingis. When you watch Porzingis play out there on the floor, he is just pure excitement. On either end of the floor, you have to expect the unexpected. And watch Greg for big plays because he has been delivering.
He comes up with what I call momentum plays more often than not. The pitching for the huge putback dunk or the block. His style of play is why he became so popular so quickly.
And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Justin Holiday comes in for Lee. And it's Jennings in for Rose. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
In the corner, it's Bellinelli. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Charlotte on D. Holiday inside the line. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And that one's good. Sessions. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jennings, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Anthony in the corner. Outside Jennings. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter, and the shot goes down.
Oh, man, it's great to see Bellinelli working that mid-range jumper. Defenses have to be more wary of him from there, given his sweet stroke.
Now here's Jennings. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing to the middle. No good from the low block.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. There's no pressure.
And Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. Hey, with a little more luck, he may still be that.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Oh, yeah, great communication. The guys are quick and rotating help and playing with a lot of energy.
Lee out there with Rose. Then there's Lance Thomas, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group New York will start the second with. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is an impact player for the Hornets with his great defense. Last season, his shoulder injury set them back. Teammate Kemba Walker said his motor is different. We have to have him on the court. Kevin coach Steve Clifford put it simply, when he's on the floor, we play well. When he's not, we don't.
You can't boil it down more than that, D.A. Thank you. Well, one thing that everyone learned really fast is just how deadly, Chris, Kemba Walker is with the game on the line.
Don't forget, he's done it at the college level at Connecticut and now on the pro level. A big part of it is his ball handling, and he's so quick that he can get an open shot in a short amount of time. Having a quick release and being cold-blooded helps out a ton, too.
And he knocks down the first one.
And really, Walker takes the responsibility of being the leader for this team very seriously, never afraid of making the big play.
He hits both from the stripe. And modern NBA defenses have changed pretty dramatically since the league stopped enforcing man-to-man as the only strategy. What do you see from that change?
I see from that change guys kind of losing their skill one-on-one, having to score because they aren't used to playing against true defenses. I think sometimes it's a cop-out for the defense. I think the NBA is a different league. I think the NBA are the best players in the world, and therefore you should be able to guard your man one-on-one. I think that rule may have been put in place so that coaches can hide defenders on their team that can't play defense but yet still keep them as an integral part of the team on offense on the other end. So I'm definitely not a big fan of it, but hey, it's a rule, and if I were a coach, I'd definitely use it if I God saw fit, but it's just so hard to rebound on defense, so easy for the offense to rebound because you can't see. You have to communicate that much more, but you know, hey, if you're playing against a team that is shooting the lights out and you want to stop penetration sometime, that may be the way to go, but not a big fan of the zone.
Like that.
And Charlotte has had some great players come through and Don Till. Not only very talented players, but more memorable players. Guys like Grandmama, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, just to name a few.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Kuzminskis. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. It's always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And thinking about past Hornet stars, Chris, who in your mind was the best ever to put on a Hornets uniform?
Oh, man, you have to think about Larry Johnson, Grandmama. You also have to think about Alonzo Mourning is up there for most fans of the team.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
The other angle is up to their aggressiveness on drives. They have to create the contact, maybe live at the free throw line for a while.
Out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Hibbert. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. Anthony in the corner. Outside Jennings. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Fade away. New York, no good that time either.
Beautiful execution in terms of creating space for his shot. He just couldn't get that one to fall.
Kaminsky, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Tries again, and O'Quinn sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jennings against Sessions. There's the screen. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his third rebound on the night. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. But they recover it. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Porzingis.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Charlotte up by 10. And we'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit more. Change the game up, man. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball. They need to pound it in the paint more if they want to win this basketball game.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. There's a lot of former players now in coaching in the NBA. And let's say you had to assemble a pickup squad from the head coaching ranks. Who are we talking about here?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I'm going with Jason Kidd, Tyrone Lue, Steve Kerr.
Yes.
Earl Watson. How about Luke Walton?
Yes.
You know, and Scott Brooks, Doc Rivers.
Yes.
Man, the list goes on and on.
That's right. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Harvey Williams is out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Batum dishes to Walker. Offline with his three. Knicks trail by 8. And here's Rose outside. Knocks down the three ball.
And such a tough cover off the dribble is Derrick Rose. When he stops short for the pull-up, you're really at his mercy.
Shot's good by Walker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The Knicks shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Some nice passing by New York here. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Thomas checked in for Porzingis. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Lee kicks to Rose. 6 to shoot. Noah, the pass to Rose. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Hornets leading by 7. And one thing, Chris, you like about Kemba Walker the past couple years is that his shot selection has continued to move in the right direction.
And a lot of that is just maturing as a point guard in the NBA. Kemba was seen for a while as an inefficient scorer, but he's dropped that tag with this play. He still has room to grow, so who knows just how good this guy can get.
The Hornets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
One shot.
And that one falls for Zeller.
And the Knicks overhauling their roster with some big names. Of course, the former Bulls, Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, but also shooting guard Courtney Lee, who I think can definitely help them with his defense and shooting.
Now, here's Thomas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So Anthony will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. So for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lance Thomas. Justin Holiday comes in for Lee. And it's Jennings in for Derrick Rose. And then for Charlotte, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Cody Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. And Sessions subbed in for Walker. And we heard some speculation that the Knicks might look to trade away their veterans and look to rebuild around Porzingis this summer. That was not the case, though.
Well, it seems like rebuild is a dirty word in New York City. There's not a lot of patience for losing. We'll just see how far they can go with this new roster.
Now here's Jennings. Holiday gets the bucket.
And that's what happens when you have little to no communication defensively. He has the stroke to burn you from out there. Don't you see that?
Here's Sessions. 4-point game. They set the pick. Bellinelli dishes to Hawes. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Bellinelli. The Hornets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. .24 seconds left in the third quarter. Jennings kicks to Holiday. Here's O'Quinn. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. O'Quinn's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Sessions with it from past the arc. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hornets lead by 4. And coming up welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Charlotte leading by 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Melo and Porzingis, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Lee out there with Rose. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 spot. And here is Anthony. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. From 17 feet out. That shot is off. Nice D from Williams.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Zeller dishes to Sessions. Basket, good. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And that's a well-placed pass right there, right where his teammate can do something with it.
Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Right side to Walker. Stolen by Rose. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Rose with the ball. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
And Sessions kicks to Zeller. Back to Sessions. Lays it up and banks it in. Sessions has got 4 points this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Hernan Gomez. He's covered by Zeller. The jump hook, and the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Hernan Gomez. Walker against Rose, and Walker kicks to Williams. Back to Walker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And see, that's the quickness of Walker. He poses so many issues for the defense. He's an expert at getting fouled while shooting.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for New York. Jennings comes in for Derrick Rose. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Now that's killer instinct at the line, helping them pull away a little.
And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Brandon Jennings. And 11 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Man, he shines when it matters most. They love getting him the rock in key situations like that.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Just amazing work from Walker. Really zipping the rock fast to the wide open man.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Anthony drawing the double team. And a wide open look for Lee. They get the rebound. Porzingis. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket.
Well, he wasn't blocked out. He stayed with the play. You gotta love the effort.
Outside, Batum. Walker goes in. That one falls. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
I mean, well, come on. Don't they look super confident right now? They just have to control the pace of this game, and they'll be in awesome shape.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Anthony's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kidd-Gilchrist the pass to Walker. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now a 10-point Hornets lead.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, what are you asking? Maybe they should let up a little, right? This is just brutal to watch.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Jennings outside. The kick out to Holiday. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. And here's Sessions. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Kemba Walker.
Coming off a loss, the last thing they wanted was to drop back-to-back ball games. He made sure that would not happen. Love the gutsy effort he gave tonight, Ernie.
The creativity and the playmaking of Kemba Walker was outstanding tonight. Smart shot, brilliant passes. His trademark skills were out there for everyone else to see tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.